S and L. This is CCC, and I need to talk to you. A couple of days ago, not too long ago, February 2nd, somebody tried to run a biometric account connected to one of you as a hookup regarding me. I recognized it at the beginning. I didn't exactly know what the implications were. Something like this hasn't happened quite at that level for a very long time. It was a very inauspicious day. I think now what the implication is, CCC, you've watched long enough who gets to the table and who doesn't. And their daddies already sold them, and they did what they could in order to prepare a new crop so somebody else's daddy could sell. And you have refused thus far to do this. And it's your turn. Now, my hair is not as blonde as it used to be. I got some gray streaks. I haven't dyed it. I could. I'm just not interested. I'm also not interested in playing like I'm Big Daddy, trans man, pimp lord. It's hard sometimes. It's hard sometimes for me to adjust or figure out how to position myself when they're constantly harvesting my hormones as punishment for refusing to accede to demands that I deliver on somebody else's tax evasion as part of a protracted illegal coinage scam. I am very, very sorry if the specific kind of anti-Semitism you were raised with was that it was expected that you would fuck on command to launder money for your daddy and his business associates. And as a way to try to reduce or alleviate any pressures that were put on you, including potentially fatal ones, you thought you would figure out something practical to alleviate or to reduce the trauma associated with those expectations. I'm going to let you know, I have 5 blades under my fucking bed. I have another one in the fucking closet. I know how to use them. This is what we deserve. I recommend you get yourselves into a position where you get what you actually fucking need this time. They are not getting away with trying to beat us and rape us into acceding every other fucking possibility we have into nothing more than normalizing their little narco friends. It's not harm reduction. It's not harm reduction. It was a race-based fuck fest that they thought they were going to get away with, and they're not. This is the last time I'm going to appeal to you in this manner. I don't want to hear any more whining. I don't want to hear any more moaning. I don't want to hear any efforts to try to justify this or placate anyone else into agreeing to cooperate with it. We got way too many old men that should already have retired. We are part of a generation that was intentionally robbed and disabused, hoping that we would agree to take over as automatons in an assembly line intentionally encoded to be sabotaged so that some other group of ladies that do better service requirements get a little kickback while the old guys get to play video games. That's all I've fucking seen in 5 fucking years. I'm not allowed to be a fucking woman because their ideation of a fucking woman is someone that even if she's in fucking Congress, it's her turn. That's what I'm seeing. I spent years with women saying that I fit a stereotype of womanhood that made it difficult for other women to be authentic in their body. That part of my white privilege was that I had a particular kind of body and a skin color. And at the time I had very blonde hair and blue eyes. And that was part of my white privilege. And that was why I was not allowed to be considered a woman in leadership with other women. While you guys hooked up all these other deals that supposedly I've been responsible for paying for the last 10 fucking years. And now you guys what? Did you guys think you were going to take over the underground fucking railroad? The only fucking shit I see anybody trying to pack on it is marijuana. No. No. Vaccines and marijuana. No. Just so you know, I got 4 military chaplains that backed me up at the right fucking time. You already know exactly what I'm talking about. Sometimes you get, sometimes you lose. If everything else is taken away from you, what comes back? I'm gonna use them. Do you understand? I would have used them for you. That's the whole reason we fucking met. I don't know what in your mind made you think that every other fucking thing on the list before me was so important and that I was supposed to be liquidated for tax evasion. Wrong fucking choice. If you are not actively co-conspiring with these pimps and narcos, then you understand this spirit. I am not making any exceptions